Good afternoon, everyone. My name is not important, and neither is this show. Today we have a special guest who's not really that special. Please welcome Guy that plays games. I feel like I've just been insulted, but I'll let that slide this time. It's a pleasure to be on the show. So, from my understanding, you like to play games. Well, after that introduction, I feel I might need to reconsider. Whoa, calm it down there, son. I was just interested in playing a game myself. So why don't you recommend me one? Well, I just finished the final level of Trials Fusion, and I would probably say it's a game you should really try. Well, go on. Tell me about it. Trials Fusion, much like its predecessor, is an amazing game, one that I have personally spent numerous hours playing only to be bested by my lack of skill in driving a dirt bike within a 2.5-dimensional world space. Well, considering I'm not really up to date on the kids' lingo and all that, why don't you tell me about it, in detail? The game, as I said before, is driving a dirt bike within a 2.5-dimensional space, clearing obstacles and getting to the end of the level. However, that's as easy as the game gets. What do you mean by that?
Do it!
Exactly what I said. After you learn how to play the game, it only gets harder from there. The introductory levels start out easy and give the players a chance to learn how to play, but by the end of the game you'll be seething with rage and frustration. Well, to be honest, that doesn't sound very compelling to play.
Just do it!
Although this may not appeal to everyone, overcoming a strong challenge is something that a lot of people who like the game like to do. So then, what is the progression like of difficulty in terms that anyone would understand? You start out easy, the levels are self-explanatory, and able to complete with relative ease. However, the further in you go, you start to realize the mistake you had about this game. In the semi-difficult levels, your death count starts to rise along with your salt levels. Continuing from here into the hard levels leaves a sense of frustration you've never felt before. But this is not yet the end. Finally, you get to the level the developers have deemed as the Master's Gauntlet. Levels so difficult that only a few people will be able to complete them all, spending hours upon hours trying to master single tricks only to have your hope destroyed at the very next obstacle. Death counts reaching the hundreds, the game forcing you to stop to keep your sanity. But after all of this insanity, you manage to beat all of the levels. You can gloat and show off your skills in a video game, and how much time you've spent in it. Yeah, I'll pass on that. Give it a chance. We on the dark side have cookies, and no one can resist the wondrous temptations of Trials cookies. And that's all the time we have. Thank you very much.